guys, and welcome back. So in this video here, I'm going to show you a little bit more about other styles that we can apply CSS. As I explained to you before, CSS is a way to style or HTML document. As the name says, it means cascading style sheets. So this means that this guy here is created to style everything that we have inside of HTML, right? Either if it is a font family, or if it is a color or a background color or something like that. Right, so this guy here is responsible to apply style. So here in this video, I'm going to explain you a little bit more about the font type of style, and I'm going to explain you a little bit more about the colors also. Right, the first thing that I want to show you is a little bit about the fonts. Let me just remove this ID and style through H1. I think it will be easier for us. So I'm applying the style here into this H1 and I apply the color red. I can put the color through the name of the color, or I can put the color with the hexadecimal of this color, right? I don't know exactly what is the hexadecimal of red, but I can put some code here and change that through this palette of colors inside of CSS. It returns to me this RGB, that is red, green, blue, is a palette, so we can put the color in that way, all right? RGB, or we can use the hexadecimal, and there's a lot of different ways we can apply color to CSS, right? We can also apply variables in CSS, but this is another topic. I will not introduce you at this topic by now, because I think that is important for you to first understand a little bit more about JavaScript and variables or something after you be introduced to that. Also, we have background color. That is a way that we can change the background color of a document, right? You can see I have this H1 and I want to change the color, the background color of this H1. The color I put the red, and the background color I choose this one, the shaded blue, right? So you can see that it not only changes the background only here, but everything, because this is what we call the container of the text. The text is only here, but the container of the text takes all of this space here, right? So we have the color, the background color, and now I'm going to introduce you. Let me just remove this background color because it's not that pretty. And how do I comment code? I just press Ctrl and double dot here. Now I'm going to show you a little bit more about the font styles that we have. This is one of the most important things when it comes to design and to typography, and when it comes to web design, this is very important, the fonts of the texts, right? So the first one that I'm going to show you is the font family. The font family is the style of the font primarily. You can see that we have a lot of different font families here by default in CSS, but you can also import font families if you want from Google, or even you can download your own font and import here inside of font family. You can come in here and put the path of this font, right? But let's just put some font that we have here. I will put this Times New Roman. It's already applied. Let me put Geneva. That is this one. Let me see another one. This one. So we have some font families here that we can use, but let's stay with this one just to show you the other styles that we have related to fonts, right? So this is the font family. This is the mainly style of the font. If I go here for the font weight, I have a lot of different weights here of the font. You can see I have 100, 200, 300, 400, and into the 900. I have bold, bolder, lighter, normal, and some variables here that I can also use. But let me just show you the weight of this font, how these things works. If I put 100, it will be a little bit thinner. 500, let me see, 600, let me see, 700, didn't change anything. 800. Some fonts don't have all of this, all of the weight, right? But you can see that it changes the weight of the font depending the option that I choose here. Font weight. Now I have also the font size, right? Let me just tap here. You can see that it didn't change a thing, but if I put this is a type of measurement inside of CSS, that is the rand that we call, but we also have pixel, that is the px. We also have n, we have rex, ric, sv, svi, sv, w, VB, VH, VI, Vmax. We have percentage also, like if I put 50%, this is the font size that I have. Let me put 2.5 rand. It changes the font size to rand. If I put 3 rand, the font size is a little bit bigger, right? So we have font family, font size, we have font style, font variant, font stretch, font palette. We have a lot of different CSS that we can apply to the font. But let me show you just this one. That is the font style. We have the italic, oblique, and the normal one, right? We also have the font variant, small caps, normal. We also have this one related to fonts, that is the text to transform, that is to capitalize everything, or to lowercase, or to uppercase, right? We also have the text decoration, to put the text dashed or dotted, line through, solid, wavy, underline. So we have some text decorations that we can apply. You can see I also have text align, text overflow, text transform, text shadow. We have a lot of stuff that we can apply to the text, right? But let's just stay with this one that we already learned. That is the most important ones related to tests in CSS, right? In the next video, you will learn more about the CSS topic. See you in the next one.